Hello guys and welcome to In the Pits. Today's race is at Nürburgring GP circuit and I believe I'm in the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car. I'm not 100% sure though because all 911s look the same. So got quite a good race for once today. Coming up to turn 1 though, there's always going to be your standard turn 1 hassle, carnage, destruction and doom. But we, like normal, managed to avoid it all just by keeping a bit of space really. So we've gained a hell of a lot of positions. I just get rammed by someone from the side and that makes them spin off the track, which is always a good thing. Karma should have given me the space. Well, actually, I'm being a bit of a dick. I do that to someone in a minute. I think now, actually. I just didn't think he was going to turn in. I thought I had the space. And I sent him off the track and I couldn't slow down for him because there was a massive pack of cars coming up behind me. I would have just blocked more people's way. So very sorry to that guy. But I do kind of think I should have had the space. And I'm just going to get beaten up here. But we can counter steer our way out of it. So it looks like as the race is going to settle down a bit, I'm going to be in 9th position. Now all the argy-bargy's done. And I did start the race with too much petrol again, as I normally do, because I didn't get any qualifying time in. And we've got a girl in front of us, and she was better at driving this car than me. This was my first time driving it though, to be fair. Well, first time doing a race in it. I'd done a couple of laps in it before. So we're coming towards the end of the first lap. And we have settled down for 9th out of 22. I can't remember where I started. I think I started in 19th. So, you know, gaining 10 positions on the first lap. Pretty happy with that. My car has been beaten up though. And I do start to lose time on people, I think. I'm not sure. I was pretty happy with this race, to be honest. It was mildly interesting for an online race. I find a lot of the online races you spend a lot of time just driving on your own. Like the front of the pack can break away and the back of the pack will just fall further and further behind. So I'm not getting very good runs out of these corners though. I'm normally alright pretty quick through this section though. Maria's just made contact with Vital, so that's going to give me a bit of a chance to close the gap. Vital has gone off the track, but I don't think I'm going to have the run to make a move on him here. I can have a look up the inside possibly. Oh no, looking up the outside. And I just make contact with him. I didn't think he was going to go so slowly into that corner. I thought he was going to let off the brakes a bit. It was very slow into that corner. There was nothing I could really do. I was full on the brakes. Coming through the Schumacher S. I've got the guy I've just hit behind me and he is going to get his sweet, sweet revenge and just punt me off the track. I'm pretty sure he was going for a revenge move there anyway. Life shouldn't be an eye for an eye. If it were, we would all be blind. God, that saying is lame. Where did I hear that? So anyway, enough of the lame phrases. Coming to the end of the second lap, and we do have 7th position, but I'm not feeling too comfortable with the car at this point in the race. I really should have got some qualifying time in. There was no traction control on or stability, or I think there was a bit of ABS. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any traction control anyway. I couldn't put my foot right down when coming out of corners. No, there definitely wasn't. It looks like the person in front is going to be getting away, and I'm going to lose the back end. I'm going to counter steer it a bit and get right off the gas to save that one. So that's going to lose me a position, giving Daniel 7th and putting me down to 8th. But can I stick with him or her? It could be Daniel or Danielle. I'm not really sure. We're going to do our best to stick with, though. It was quite a quick race, really, for 7 laps. This car gets around the Nürburgring pretty quick. And I was doing such a bad job of hooking up the apex of that corner every time. I did enjoy this race though. Once I crossed the finish line, I had a smile on my face.
It's just 2:00.2 seconds.
I was getting a really bad run out of that last corner every time as well. I think I probably should have been taking a later apex to give myself a better run for the straight. Not sure if I was running too deep into that corner either. I do think I kind of ruined the setup on my car as well, actually. I changed the toe angle a lot to try and give me a bit more stability. And when you change the... Oh, I've completely lost it there. When you change the toe angle to give you better stability when braking at high speed, it ruins your turn-in angle, so you can't turn into corners quite as sharp. So yeah, I think I should have just left this setup stop looking back on it. Like through the Schumacher S there, I think it probably would have been better if I had just left my toe angle back how it was as stock, because I had to lift off to go through it, and I really don't think I should have been having to lift off in this car. I don't know. I really was getting a terrible line through there, pretty much every time I went through it. I wish I could see what lap times I was setting. It'd be good if it just flashed up at the top of the screen at the end of every lap, kind of like Gran Turismo or something. Gone wide. I was very squirrely in this car. Couldn't get used to it.
The gap in front has increased to 4.5 seconds.
So yeah, at this point of the race it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to gain at all for a 7th position. The guys behind are catching up on me. I'm guessing other people probably did do some practice and qualifying. But I just find it more fun to start at the back. guys behind are gaining on me pretty fast, so it looks like I'm going to spend the rest of this race having to defend myself. I really was having a hard time at keeping this car from squirreling about. I don't know why I was using my my stick shift. I really should have used my flappy paddles. It would have saved me so much more time in this race. Almost Scandinavian flicked it round that corner then. Getting on the brakes far too late. Managed to keep it on the track though. I thought I was going completely wide then. Guys behind are closing the gap big time though. I've gone up to 6th position. I don't know how that's happened. Someone up front must have crashed and decided to bail on the race. And I've decided to go defensive into this corner, and it does not pay off. I get on the brakes far too late for it, so I'm going to concede a position there. Tico's gone for the cutback on me. It's not good news. It's the last lap though, so it does look like we have secured at least 8th position. If I can keep the guy behind at bay. We're getting squirrely again. God, this is almost painful to watch me in this car. I probably shouldn't post it. So yeah, I've just got to do all I can now to keep the guy behind me in 8th position and me in 7th. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it though. I'm really not having a good race now. Got to be really careful touching those curbs through that section. They're quite high up and can unsettle the car big time. Getting on the power a bit late for the big straight, so I decide to take the defensive line through it. Luckily the guy behind me decides to bail out of making a move here, otherwise I think that could have been an accident waiting to happen. And someone else has gone off the track here, so that is going to be another position for me. So we are up to 6th. And we are just about going to keep this in 6th here. Thank you for watching the video guys, see you in the next one.